All right, so let's get this started. So, everybody, welcome back to my podcast this week. So, I know a lot of us, and I've been getting you guys' DMs of everything going on. I know we feel like overwhelmed, and like right now, there's so much uncertainty, and like most of us are home. So, if you guys have seen in my stories, I've been walking almost like every day now for almost 2 weeks, and it has really helped me a lot. And it's not about weight loss, it's not about the healthy thing to do. It has been more for like my emotional well-being. So this week I wanted to bring, somebody else that actually knows about this because, this is my new health journey, quote unquote, on this. So I wanted to really bring an expert that can really help us. And I really wanted to just really give you guys some inspiration and also some tools on how to like better yourselves and take some time to really like just focus, even if it's just 10 minutes a day, on yourself and your mental health and your well-being. So let's get started. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce Megan. How are you?
Good, thank you. So good. Thank you for having me.
Well, thank you for joining us. So do you want to go ahead and introduce yourself and let us know a little bit about you?
For sure. So I am a personal trainer and a yoga instructor. And I'm super passionate about empowering online entrepreneurs, especially female entrepreneurs, because I'm one as well, with the tools that they need to live, move, and feel their best and to commit to a consistent yoga or movement practice so that they feel more energized, they feel more inspired, and ultimately feel more empowered so that they can keep charging forward towards their big dreams and their goals.
I love that. So, and you were also like, I love how you said like, for us to really have like a little like daily goal of like trying to be better and how it can help us not just in our business but like in our well-being too.
Absolutely, because the cool thing about yoga and exercise is that it helps us in every part of our life, and it helps us in so many ways. So from the inside out, really, as you said, it's good for your emotional well-being. It helps you to kind of feel more calm and feel more grounded, and it also gives us more energy. It takes our stress levels down. It boosts our immune system, and it helps us kind of get in that sort of calm and centered flow state, if you will, so that we are, taking those inspired actions, moving forward, and ultimately feeling good, right? And so right now, as you said, there's so much uncertainty in our life and in our world. And so it's so important to take time for ourselves.
Yeah.
Really prioritize our own health and wellness in whatever form that is. It doesn't have to be yoga. Like you said, walking is amazing for that. So whatever you guys, that's it. It's like you do something that you love and it's easy for you to do, but as you said, it's that commitment to it, and the consistency with it is where we start to see the results, just like with anything. But taking time, and like you said, again, it doesn't have to be 3 hours, even 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever you got, girls, just take that time for yourself. And the thing is that I'm sure many of your audience, your listeners, maybe they have little ones or they have other responsibilities beside their business. And so it's so important that we make ourselves a priority, because we all know we got a to-do list like a mile long. And if our health is not on that list, then it's like somehow it just lives at the bottom of the list.
Yeah, it's so true. Like we're like always last, but we need to be first so we can give, to everybody else. So how did you start your journey, and how did you decide to just focus on like female like business owners and entrepreneurs? How did that happen for you?
Well, my journey with this whole process actually started when I went to university and studied gerontology, which is the study of aging.
Okay.
So the study of aging from like a psychological and sociological perspective. But
wow.
I'm so sensitive, like I'm super empathetic. And so I was like, I cannot work in a retirement home or nursing home. I just got to do it.
Yeah.
And so I decided to take a more preventative approach to it. And so I became a personal trainer. And so helping people with exercise. And then I became a yoga teacher as well. And so I was doing a lot of workplace wellness. So, going into different local businesses here on Maui. I live on Maui. And so
I love that.
Yeah. So this morning I just had a session with one of the credit unions. So we did a virtual session. And so 20 minutes, get people like energized for the day. It's a good way to bring the team together.
Yes.
Alignment, which then helps with our emotional alignment, mental alignment. And when we're in that state, that's when we have, more creativity. We have more opportunities flowing to us because we're in that sort of vibrant and magnetic state that brings more things into our life more easily. So it's really kind of how I got there.
And it's so true. Like, honestly, like today, so this morning, I only slept 3 hours last night because, my baby and I couldn't sleep. But it's really crazy how like I woke up this morning and I was just like tired and groggy and I was just like, oh, I'm just not feeling this today. I went on a walk and I feel like amazing. I'm like, okay, I got this. I got all this new energy. And it's so true. It's so important how we show up because you can hear it in our voice. You can see it in our body language. And you can really see it like when you do video. And that's why I think it's so important, like especially as like business owners and we're providers, because we're providing a service or we're providing our, what we're doing and our energy and everything that we put out, that we really take care of ourselves first.
Absolutely. And I like to use that analogy of like, you can't pour from an empty cup, right? Like, especially as women, mothers, if we're constantly just like emptying the cup, pouring out, giving to everybody else, and you're not taking time to fill it up and replenish it, then that's when you set the stage to get drained or maybe injured or sick or burnt out. And so it's really about little things that you can do every day to kind of fill up your own cup so that you can serve, so you have overflow. The ideal is for you to have overflow.
I need that overflow.
Yeah, I know.
How do I get that? Sign me up for that.
And so I started with that, but then I realized that I love and want to support other entrepreneurs in their journey. And so the way that I can do that is to help them feel their best. So getting into physical alignment, keeping their body strong and healthy. Balancing all the slouching that we all do all day. We just
like right now. She called me out.
I have that effect on people. I didn't even call you out.
I know. I'm like, I need to be better at that. I like that whole slouching thing. I'm like, okay, I'll practice that.
Right? Yeah. So bringing people, like taking that time to go into strong physical. The thing is you got to start where you're at, right? Like what's realistic for you? Because what can you commit to? So the thing, like we were saying, our to-do list is a mile long. You got to commit to being consistent with something. And so whenever you decide on, write it into your schedule.
Okay.
You have to. Like you literally have to put it in your little notebook or in your phone. And so start with a commitment that seems reasonable to you. Like I'm going to go out for a walk, or I'm going to do 10 or 15 minutes of yoga 2 to 3 times a week. So starting with 2 to 3 times a week is a really great place to start because it's manageable, and then you start to feel better. Like you said, like even 10 minutes, 20 minutes of walking, you feel your energy lift back up. You feel like, okay, I'm outside, I'm breathing, I'm spending time with my kids if they go with you or your dog or whatever.
Yeah.
So starting with a reasonable, like a realistic goal, and then building from there. Because even if you just do something like 2 to 3 times a week, you'll already start to feel better. And then once you start to feel better, then you're like, yes, I can add on 5 minutes. So if you just you schedule it like 3 times a week and start with, let's say 15 minutes, then once you're into it and you're feeling good, add another 5 minutes, add another 10 minutes. So
it's like a slow process. It's not like all at once. I mean, don't be crazy like me. Like, you should do it slowly. For me, it just works out best because, like the more I get into a rhythm. And like you were saying, I love that you said that, put it in your calendar. Because honestly, the first week I put it in my calendar with an alarm.
Perfect. Yeah. Because you got to get reminded, any new habit, we need that reminder. We need the visual reminder, like so put the alarm in your phone, have it in your calendar. And then, so that week works for some people too. Like, so some people are best at like, okay, I'm going to go start with 3 times a week. Other people like to just go full out right out of the gates, which it sounds like you're doing, which is amazing. And that works for people too, because then you're committed. I'm going to do it every day for a week and see how I feel. So whatever, like, yourself best, right?
Yes.
Like, so whatever is the best way for you to start. If you know that you're like, yes, I'm all in, I'm going to do this, then take that approach of being committed to doing it every day, whatever amount of time is reasonable to get you started, or just start doing it. Just start. Like, that's the thing is we just have to make ourselves a priority and commit to it.
Yeah.
Well, and that's so perfect that you gave yourself that permission to kind of see how it feels for you and go from there. And that's a big thing, is that we need to tap into how it makes us feel, and we need to actually be aware of that. Like ask yourself when you're done, like before you start your walk and after, like how do I feel when I start my walk and how do I feel when I'm done my walk, and checking in with yourself, because you will notice the effects. And so we have to like really recognize and celebrate after you're done your walk of like, yes, I'm so proud of myself. I feel so good that I did that for myself right now. How do I feel? I feel energized. I feel awake. I feel like I'm walking confident, walking taxi, whatever. So that we recognize the effect, so that you can really, allow yourself to be happy that you did it and celebrate that you did it and be proud of yourself for honoring that commitment. But then also recognizing like, okay, it did make me feel really good. I feel amazing right now. I feel energized. I feel ready to like take on the world. Because next time when you're trying to talk yourself out of it, then you have that framework to be like, well, last time after I did it, remember I felt really good. So
I'll do it again.
Motivation sometimes to do it when you don't feel like doing it.
And I love that you say that too, like Megan, that it's like not just the same for all. Is giving ourselves the like also permission that, hey, it's my journey and it's gonna look different. And like you were saying, that the permission to feel like, how does this make me feel? Because honestly, I went with the mentality, if this is too much or I don't feel better, I'm just not gonna do it, and it's okay. And I love that, because I did not do that, and I'm gonna start doing that for like tip number 2 is like check in with yourself, because I didn't think about that. How do I feel before I walk, and how do I feel after?
Yeah, it's a really easy way to reward yourself and to acknowledge what you did, but then it really helps you get your why you're doing it in the first place. Because why is, you want to feel good, you want to like take care of yourself, but really the why that will motivate you is how you feel after. And so we got to attach what we're doing to that effect so that you have that memory.
Yeah.
I think something that really lights you up, because if you can use it to multitask, so like, exercise, yoga, all that has so many benefits, but doing something that lights you up and being intentional about it. Like, so when I go on this walk right now, I'm going to do this to feel more energized. So setting an intention before you go out for your workout or your walk or your yoga, whatever, so that you can really bring your mind into it as well. So your body is doing it while you're moving and breathing, but bring your mind into it so that you can be very present with cultivating whatever quality it is. So like today I'm showing up and I want to feel really grounded while I'm on my walk. And so, using the whole thing to experience that sense of grounding and reminding yourself while you're doing it, I am grounded. When I'm grounded, I feel steady. When I'm grounded, I feel calm. So that you're really creating this new experience for yourself, which creates a new belief. And so when we create new beliefs for ourselves, then we start to begin to like up level and shift our identity. Because then when you're feeling like, oh, I'm spinning out, I don't know what to do, you tell yourself, grounded, and you've already had that experience of being grounded, so you know that it's true and you believe it about yourself and you tap back into it. So it becomes another tool set for navigating and kind of empowers you. So that's what I like to do, is empower you with that knowledge that you have that quality within you so that you can tap into it.
Yeah, so I love that. So pretty much is like number 3 would be kind of like go with an intention, like before your walk or before your exercise, whatever you're gonna do, just to kind of like be grounded and really like be focused, like in the moment of what you're trying to achieve.
Exactly. So that you're present with it, because it's easy enough for you to be like, okay, I'm going on my walk. And then the whole time you're on your walk, you're like, okay, today I have to do emails. I have to do that, and you're not really present. And so if you can become present by setting the intention, then you get more out of the experience. It gives you a break from your busy mind to be able to kind of turn that off for a little bit and be in the moment, be mindful, like be with your little ones while you're walking with them, not be on the phone, like be there, like actually experience it. And you get more out of it when you do that.
Megan, you are in my head right now. She got in my head. She knows what I'm thinking when I'm walking.
I'm reading your mind.
You're reading my mind. Okay, this mama of 3 is being, having her, thoughts read. But I think like you were saying, so how do you find the time, or what do you do to disconnect when you feel like, no, but I have to get this email done. No, but I have to do this and that. And, I have all this, like my whole list. And if I take 10 minutes or 30 minutes away from myself, like for myself, I'm going to like fall back in the other aspects of my life. Like, how do you kind of talk yourself out of that circle, which I know that a lot of women, especially us as women, we really struggle with that.
Absolutely. And I can totally relate to that. And the thing is that, like we said about scheduling it in, making a priority, I find for a lot of my clients and students as well to do it first thing in the morning, and then it's done. Like, have it right out of the gates. And with something, if you set that intention, you do all those things, you get a lot out of that one experience. So you're kind of getting that meditation, you're getting the physical exercise, you're getting that invigoration of your spirit all in one go. So you can pack a lot into that 15 minutes if you're really intentional about it, right? So you don't have to do your exercise, your meditation, all that. You can do it all at once, and then you get all the benefits at one time. So I would say that scheduling it first thing in the morning so that it is out of the way, and then you're feeling more energized, you're feeling more focused, you're in that zone, if you will. So doing that first thing in the morning, because the reality of it is oftentimes if we okay, I'll do it at the end of the day, we're so tired at the end of the day that we don't really have gas to use for that, right? So getting up even just a little bit earlier and giving yourself that 5-10 minutes, then that's a really good way to make sure it gets done. Because although it may seem contradictory, like the more that you take care of yourself and the more you're prioritizing yourself, it actually increases your productivity. So it may feel like you're taking away from your day. You're not, because you're adding to it, because your brain is in that more alert state. You can focus, you can get more done, you make better decisions more quickly. Your brain is kind of flowing in that mode where you can get the emails done quicker, because it's in that more alert, oxygenated, primed, amped up state, if you will. So it actually helps you get more done if you take time for yourself.
It is so true, because I had to notice that. You see, guys, I do things that I don't even know why I do them, but I've been doing it in the morning, and it has helped me just to get everything done. I'm like, how am I doing all of this? But now I know.
Now you know. Yeah, and then the other benefit is that if you do your exercise in the morning, it actually increases your metabolism right out of the gates. So you're cranking more all day long. And so you're already in that sort of energized, revved up mode, but your body is like, okay, here we go. And you burn more calories throughout the day if you exercise in the
morning. Ooh, what do you do right now, especially, with the everything going on, in the world right now, we're doing everything virtual. How can we connect with you?
Sure. So I am on Instagram as Wake the Warrior Within. So I'm all about empowering people. So I'm all about helping ladies tap into that inner warrior, badass self. So that warrior, powerful, energized, go for it sort of lady that we all have within us, right? We all have that. And sometimes it feels really far away, and sometimes it feels like we're rocking it.
She's there.
Really, yeah, she's there. She's there. You just got to get in touch with her, give her a call.
Seriously. Love that.
So that's on Instagram and Facebook as Wake the Warrior Within. And then I have some on there, or I can send you to as well, is I have a really great thing that people can check out to kind of get a sense for this. So it's a 15-minute session, totally free, for you to take some time for gratitude. So gratitude is another thing that, is super powerful. So in this 15-minute session, we start with saying or mentally repeating 5 things you're grateful for to get you in that zone of appreciation and love. And then we set our intention for the practice. So whatever it is. So if you want to feel more grounded, or if you want to feel more grateful, you use that as your intention throughout this 15-minute practice that helps you to tap into that warrior self by doing these different poses in yoga and doing these different movements to help energize our body, take ourselves into that strong alignment. So in that confident, powerful shoulders back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Push the really shoulders back, guys.
Shoulders back, and help you kind of really tap into that energy for the day. So all in 15-minute session. So that's on my Instagram, or we can pop that here, wherever. And so you can get a sense for that there. And that's a great way to start your day and feel empowered.
I love it. So all my beautiful ladies, all of you guys, we just got an amazing gift to empower the badass selves that we have inside of us. You guys know I swear, so it's okay. I can say that. But I will link it on my podcast. So if you guys want to go ahead and sign up or find out more about Megan, I love this. And I hope that we get to bring you back in, in the future. So you keep sharing with us and empowering us, and just the power of just taking a little time for our own well-being. And is there anything else that you would like to share with us?
I would say that it's so important for us all to remember that we have our unique special gifts. We each have our unique inner badass. And so it's really important that you give yourself some attention every day. As women, as business owners, we all spend a lot of our attention focusing outside of ourselves. And you totally 100 million% deserve some of your attention. So making time for yourself every day should be part of your daily schedule and a priority for yourself and for your business and for your life. And so give yourself some attention every day, see how it feels, and tap into that energy and, really enjoy that and live from that empowered place.
I love it. Thank you so much, Megan, for your time today. You have been truly like a gift for all of us, and I can't wait to share you with everybody. Thank you.
Oh, you are so welcome. Thank you so much for having me. It was so fun to chat today.